Lautoka, welcome to Drua Talk with Clarkie. Well, what a difference a week makes. This time last week, we were reflecting on the Swire shipping Fijian Drua's upset victory over the Reds in Suva. Unfortunately, they didn't back it up against the Blues under lights in the capital last Friday. It wasn't what we expect from the Drua at home, proving yet again that if you don't front up physically and have good discipline in this competition, you're going to pay for it on the scoreboard. Now they need to bounce back against the Force in their final home game of the season in Lautoka on Saturday afternoon. We'll discuss that with the head coach Glen Jackson shortly. Rising star Motikiai Murray joins us in Clarkie's Corner, and we'll hear from the Force camp. All that and more, but first, let's check out how the Blues executed the perfect game plan in Suva last Friday night.
The game of Super Rugby Pacific in Fiji. Week 13 is underway, and it's the Blues playing in white, kicking off to the team in blue, the Fijian Drua.
Okay, use it!
Blues being told to use it. Daly running it into the traffic.
Advantage, no clear release.
Oh, and then another penalty. Discipline, an early issue for the Drua. An advantage being played here as they continue to attack down the left-hand side. Renata goes to ground. Riccatelli tries to burrow his way over. A new advantage offside, and they're dangerously close to the line, but still short. And trying to get it down. The referee on the ground, and he can see it. They got it down, and it is a try to the Blues. They go long. And they go hard now. Hoskins Satutu. Forbes. Benaki. And that's the 22 for the Blues, and Satutu almost through, just straight down to the end by Joe Tamani, but Bowden Barrett floats one over the top, and Jade Lamb is going to be pulled down only 3 or 4 metres out. Here come the Blues, and Funaki through the dummy, they fall for it. Telfa Funaki, third start this year. And he has got his first try for 2025 for the Blues. They're in again. And Riccatelli goes to ground. There's the inside ball to Dalton Papali'i with a good, strong run. They bring him down 5 metres out. And they've got numbers out to the left if they can get it there. Oh, there's a penalty.
So it's just that discipline that's just allowing the Blues to sort of play the game and be in that comfortable seat. And here they are with another 3-pointer, just chipping away at that scoreboard.
Tuai. And then they ripped it away, but Riccatelli finds Tuipulotu.
Keep it up! Keep it up! Same ball!
And now Riccatelli comes away with it. 5 out. Bonaki. Choke. Oh, he's oh so close. He's centimetres away.
Don't reach for it!
Satutu passes, and there's another one. And so it is Joshua Fusatua. And aren't they excited because it's Fusatua's first try. Yeah, Fusatua.
Bone! Set! Use it! Slip here, use it!
The Blues. Oh, that's forward. Right in front of the referee.
It's gone forward. And that's half.
And that is half-time.
What's the message at half-time, and how do you get yourself back into this game?
Go back to the start again, go back to what we're good at, basics, earn the right to go wide, keep defending together and coming up fast and putting pressure on.
They go long to Choke. Good hands. 1-5 out. Riccatelli, he'll go all night. Tuipulotu driven back in the tackle,
Last feet.
but it's still there for the Blues.
Never touched it.
Choke. Oh, another Drua player offside. Will probably go to the pocket before too long. Puts it to her.
You got penalty advantage on.
Lays it back.
Yes.
Drua below 2. Benaki, and they fall for the dummy this time. He takes the tackle only a couple of metres out. Pick and go here. And they're over. It is a try to the Blues. So they start the second half
Just make
in
sure
great fashion. And so it is 27 points to nil.
Just make sure that
To break that first line of defence. Here's the kick in the air. And Barrett does well, keeps it on the toe, picks it up, kicks again, and the race is on. AJ Lamb, can he get the bounce? Rico Ioane. Oh, they're only a metre out now, the Blues. Some great skills from Barrett.
advantage, blue offside.
And now blue offside yet again. So AJ Lamb.
Last feet, guys.
Has a crack.
Coming your way, Jez.
1 metre short. Through the hands they go. And they have numbers out wide, and this one, barely floats it over. And it's a simple try here for Cole Forbes. He got 2 last week. Yes, there's no Caleb Clark or Mark D'Elia, but Cole says, well, I'll put my hand up.
That was too easy for the Blues.
Thana Kaifata inside the 22. Vasalala finds a new man. Vakalo Kalo. Ikanavelli gives the ball away to Vode. This week he can't reach out, but he lays it back for Vasalala. Numbers out wide. Munda, it wasn't a great pass, but he forces his way over. It's a try to the Fijian Drua. And look at the fans, they are happy.
Rabuta Monday's broken the drought for this year.
The Blues will keep the pressure on those teams in the top 6 at the moment.
Guys, that's game.
And that is full time. And so the Blues, they go back to back in Fiji. They keep their hopes alive in 2025. It's a bonus point victory for the Drua. Well, they gave it everything, but they definitely were out-muscled and outclassed tonight.
It was a tough night in Suva for the Drua and their fans. Down 22-0 at the break, the Drua couldn't get anything started early in the second half and lost 34-5. So there's no way the Drua can reach the top 6 playoffs. They still have 2 games to play, and it's important that they bounce back and finish on a high. In other matches, the Reds, Brumbies and Chiefs all made a statement. Let's take a look.
They need to go wide right, they need to go quick. Down Gunu, kicks it in behind. Anderson gives chase. Anderson gets the collect. Anderson's in. And Queensland go in front with 5 to go. There for Lonigan. Wider. Tom Wright holds it up for Toole, who accelerates and gets it away for Sapsford in his 50th with the Brumbies.
On the no-looker out the back door. Here it is for Havili. Tried to thread it through for Fihaki, but Gideon Rampling manages to get it away to Leroy Carter. This man's got plenty of gas. Carter cuts through. Oh, Leroy Carter! Stunning from Carter.
Good wins for the Chiefs, Brumbies and Reds, and they are all looking good for a spot in the playoffs. Let's check out the scores from Week 13. The Blues too good for the Drua in Suva. The Reds got home with a late try against the Waratahs in Sydney, 28-21. The Chiefs had a great win on the road down in the Crusaders, 35-19 in Christchurch. And the Brumbies finished strongly to down the Force in Perth by 33-14. Moana, Highlanders and Hurricanes had a bye. So it's the Chiefs out in front on 41, 2 in front of the Brumbies. The Crusaders are third on 37, Reds 32, Blues 27, and the Hurricanes round out the top 6 on 26. Then it's Moana chasing hard on 24, Waratahs and Force 22, Highlanders 18 and Drua 15. No surprises in the Player of the Year voting. Moana's Adi Salvia has an 8-vote lead. He's on 36, and Chiefs Damien McKenzie jumps into second on 28. The Force back rower Carlo Tosano is on 27, with the Brumbies' Tom Hooper. Timothy Tavatawa Nawai from the Highlanders is on 26, Waratahs Lengy Gleeson 24, and the Blues' Beauden Barrett and Reds' Fraser McWright is on 23. The Drua's Ella Thanakaivata and Tonia Wonga are on 17. You're watching Drua Talk with Clarkie. Time to chat to head coach Glen Jackson. Bulla Glen, mate, the Blues, they're a good side, but I was expecting a better showing from the Drua. What came out of the wash-up?
Yeah, I think you're spot on there, Clarkie. They're obviously the defending champions. I think, I wouldn't be surprised if they're somewhere near the finals, mate. So they are still a good team. At 5-0 after 20 minutes, I thought we defended extremely well, and it was 14-5 in the second half. So it was just that sort of middle second 20-minute period of the first half that sort of the game slipped away, and I agree with you. We didn't see it coming. I think it trained really well. We lost a couple of guys early doors. With Ratu Leone was going to be on the bench. He would have been great in terms of his addition of his size. But saying that, young Solossi got a debut, which I'm super stoked for the kid. You just didn't quite get everything right during the week, and with a team that plays like the Blues, all you need to do is not quite get it right, and they can put on some points pretty quickly.
There are many factors that come into play, and I know some of the Drua players were in shock after hearing the news of the tragic death of Fijian 7s and 15-star Josiah Raisunge in France the night before the game. That news obviously didn't help.
Like anything, you sort of review everything. 6-day turnaround. We went back to Suva, another flight. Poor old, the loss of Josh. Mother's Day. There's plenty of things you try and undig to see if that's sort of what it was. And I think it was obviously disappointing with his tragic loss that we couldn't put a better performance on. But like I said, there's so many things that's gone on this year. On and off the field immensely, that unfortunately you could put a finger on a few things that just didn't go right for us. And like I said, when you got the defending champs that come in under a bit of a sort of sloppy sort of feel with a bit of rain round it, it really went straight to how they like to play.
Well, we can put the calculator away now. The Drua won't make the 6, but it's important to finish on a high over coming weeks, isn't it?
Oh, massively, mate. Like if we can finish with 2 wins and finish 7th, that's as best as we've done in a year. And at the end of the year, it would be with the things that have gone on, and finishing 7th would be a great result for the boys. Obviously, top 6 was everything that we hoped and strived for. It's important now, I think, obviously, to finish well, and then get everyone that we want for next year to just be motivated to do better.
What about this week's team? What were your considerations when selecting the squad?
Yeah, well, Tavita comes back as hooker. He's been outstanding off the bench, so he'll come back and lead the team. Samu Tuaki will move to tight head just to give him a crack at starting. Similar second row. Elia will go back to number 8, so it's sort of looking forward to it. And we're lucky Ito's back from his sternum injury. I think we missed him in the week against the Blues, so it's awesome that he's back. Young Philip, I think he's done well off the bench, so we're giving him a crack at starting, and then we're pretty happy to have our midfield pairing of Tuandraki and Musi back in the midfield, just to they were really good throughout the year, and we've for reasons we haven't been able to select them. Tui's come back from a knee injury, and then we quite liked last time with Izzy being at the back, just helping Kemu. So we've got two genuine playmakers on the field.
Well, you're back at Churchill Park on Saturday. You're unbeaten in Lautoka in 2025. It's important to keep it that way. You want it to remain a graveyard for visiting teams, don't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We love being there. it is our genuine home game. You know, we're 9 for 10 since we've been together as a club. You know, we've had only, I think, 3 nights, you know, in our own beds before a home game, or before any game, sorry. So it's great to be able to have a full week here, not have to get on a plane and sleep in our own beds and get up in the morning and get to like you said, to one of our favourite grounds. Hopefully we get a good crowd there, we get some sun out, and look forward to a great game.
The loss to the Force in Perth was probably the low point of the season. Have you spoken about that in preparation for this week?
And definitely, because after the Blues, I think they were the 2 performances that, if we look back on the season, we let ourselves down. You know, we had, I think, you know, if you look back at the year, which I do regularly, like, you know, we close to the first 3, we won the 4th one. We went to Canberra and had a pretty good game, and then obviously the Western Force game. As we all know, the season could be a whole lot different, but it's certainly the game that was really disappointing was the one in Perth, and I know the boys that played in that game were thoroughly, massively disappointed, so they're looking forward to having an opportunity to try and have a better effort.
The Force have lost their last 3. They think they can still sneak into the playoffs with 2 more wins, so they'll be motivated, won't they?
Oh yeah, they will, mate. And obviously, the last time they played us, they would have good reason to be here. They came here on Monday, so they've been here all week, and you know, they'll be very motivated for it. We know it's going to be a scrap. They're pretty good at, they're very good at the lineouts and some of their tricks around what they do in the lineouts. So we've got to make sure that we're smart around that, and also the breakdown. They're outstanding. So it's going to be a big battle on the field.
Glenn, for the first time in a few years, the Drua is out of the playoffs race at this stage of the season. Is it any harder to motivate the players for a game like this?
I'd hope not, mate. It's not for us as coaches, and I'm pretty sure for the players. I mean, we, like you said, we love Churchill Park, we love Lautoka. I know our players want to do it for the fans, for the people of Fiji. You know, it's like you said, it's unfortunate that we haven't got more to play for, but we certainly got a win that we want to play for. And yeah, we've got 5 or 6 players at this stage that are moving on from the club, and so they need to finish on a high as well for a lot of stuff they've given us that we want to give them a good standing off in front of our home crowd.
Well, Jacko, we look forward to the Drua turning on a great performance for their fans in Lautoka on Saturday. All the best, and we'll see you at Churchill Park. Vinaka.
Thanks, Greg. Cheers, mate.
It's a 3:30 p.m. kickoff in the Shop and Save Super Rugby Pacific at Churchill Park on Saturday. Get there to support your Fijian Drua when they take on the men from WA. It's your last chance to see them live at home in 2025. Now let's hear from the Force camp. Vinaka. After a promising start, the first half of the season at least, things haven't gone to plan over recent weeks. What do you put that down to?
Yeah, I think it's a case of we're probably not actioning what we've been talking about. We're missing a lot of opportunities that we're creating, and last week in particular, I think we just didn't fire a shot, and when we did get a bit of possession, we sort of a few handling errors let us down. So I think if we capitalise on that, we can come home strong like we did in the first half of the season.
Are you still feeling upbeat about your playoff chances?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you're always going out there to win, and I think the objective at the moment is to get 2 bonus point wins. End of story. So really pumped for this weekend to get down here and sort of put in a really good performance that we'll be proud of, but we're looking to win and get bonus points to stay in the race.
Well, 2 matches to play against the Drua away and the Waratahs at home. Both must-win games. Do you prepare any differently for the Drua?
In some ways, I think coming over here is always a tough little battle. A lot of teams sort of struggle over here. I think if we prepare sort of what we want to do and action that, we should be well. We should go well. So I think nothing really changes. I think we're just around our mindset and mentality around coming over here and actioning what we want to do. Yeah. I think that's the key.
What lessons were learned from last year's loss to the Drua in the pouring rain in Lautoka?
That's a tough one because I wasn't around for that, but I did watch it on TV. But I think something around last week is just their power of possession and keeping the ball a bit and just building pressure with a good kicking game, I think, can really hurt them. So without giving too much away, I think the big lessons from last year is sort of just using the ball a bit more and making them work for it.
Now, you beat the Drua in Perth by 37 points back in week 6, but they're a lot tougher in Fiji. Are the boys looking forward to having another crack in Lautoka?
Yeah, I think there's a lot to play for, like I said earlier, around we have to come away with the points. So our backs are against the wall, so there's a bit of a buzz around the joint at the moment that come over here and do a job. So we've got to give them a lot of respect because at home they're really quite strong. The crowd get behind them a lot, so we sort of got to stick together and like I said before, action what our plan is and get into them. So no, the boys are really looking forward to it.
Do you find the Fiji trip is tougher than travelling away to, say, New Zealand?
I'm probably the wrong person to ask around travelling, coming from spending a few years in sevens, but no, I think it is what it is. I think if you're thinking about travel and not the game, you're probably preparing the wrong way. So we're here now, we've had a couple of sessions, so we just want to concentrate on recovering well now, getting a good captain's run away and performing on the weekend.
Okay, we'll have to leave it there, but thanks for your time. Enjoy your trip to Fiji, and we look forward to seeing the Force in Lautoka on Saturday. Motikiai.
Thanks, Clarkie.
Week 14 kicks off on Friday night with the Hurricanes looking to stay in the top 6 when they host the Highlanders in Wellington. The Waratahs are at home in Sydney and desperately need a win over the Crusaders. 3 games on Saturday, starting with the Drua and the Force in Lautoka from 3:30 p.m. Then it's Moana Pacifica and Blues at North Harbour Stadium in Auckland. And we wrap it up with the Aussie derby between the Brumbies and the Reds, 2nd versus 4th. The top of the table Chiefs have a bye. On Drua Talk, it's time to head to Clarkie's Corner. And joining us is one of the many young stars coming up through the Drua ranks. On Drua Talk, it's time to see who's in Clarkie's Corner. Joining us on Clarkie's Corner this week is 21-year-old Motikiai Murray. Bula, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Clarkie.
Man, you're having a great time when you're not injured. Fortunately, it's not a long-term injury. But tell us about your background, first of all. Where are you from in Fiji?
Vinaka, my name is Motikiai Murray. I'm from the beautiful island of Levuka Overlow in the Nasomotua, Lovoni village. And I share maternal links to Nukunidake Onilau in the province of Lau.
Schooling? You went to that famous rugby school, Ratu Kandabu Levu School, and you excelled there as well, but you never got to play Dean's Trophy because of COVID.
Oh yeah, it was pretty frustrating, but it is what it is, and we're gonna keep on moving on, going forward. Yeah.
Fiji under-20s, 2 years, and in the second year you were the captain of Fiji, playing in the Junior World Cup in Cape Town. It was a fantastic experience, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a great experience for myself. Good opportunity that the coaches believe in me to lead the team, so I took the opportunity and take the team with me.
Idols growing up, did anyone really, or did you put anyone up there to look up to?
Oh yeah, growing up I used to watch the Fiji Sevens, so watching Serevi keeps me motivated in my career in rugby. So watching him play motivates me to play.
Waisali Serevi, I think he's been a hero to so many young Fijian men and women. How did the Drua come about? Because you were also in the development team, weren't you?
Yeah. So in 2023, I was picked to play in the Fiji Warriors with Tivita Akinveri, with our captain. So I got picked by the Pacific Combine to join the Pacific Combine with Tonga, Samoa, and a few of the Japanese gang. So from there, I met Mick and the Fijian Drua.
No regrets?
No regrets.
What's it like now having a professional team in Fiji for someone like Motikiai Murray to aspire to, and then to finally get to play?
It's all about hard work and determination. There's lots of things to sacrifice. Even though you have to be away from your family, even myself back in the island, it's hard. So you have to make sacrifices and work hard in order to.
This year you've scored a couple of tries already, and my favourite was the runaway try against the Waratahs in Lautoka. You must have enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, I saw there was space, so these two big guys, I think they're tired, and I just took the opportunity just to go through them, and then so long.
Yeah, it was great stuff. Your aim obviously now is to play for the Flying Fijians. That's a dream every young Fijian kid has.
Yeah, my dream to be in the Flying Fijian. But I played the Flying Fijian. I played in the Flying Fijian last year against the Barbarians, and it's a great experience playing in the Kili Cup. Yeah, so I wanna play for the Flying Fijian.
Yeah, you want to be a regular there and play in the test matches as well. You'll get your opportunity hopefully this year. And is there another dream for you in life apart from rugby?
Apart from rugby, I think I'll finish my studies, doing civil engineering before I pursue with rugby. Yeah.
Well, all the very best in your future studies, in your future playing career, and thanks for some great memories already. We look forward to seeing Motikiai Murray in Fijian colours and flying Fijian colours and Fijian Drua colours for many years to come. Banaka. The man they call Motikiai Murray. Look for him to star for the Drua in years to come. Well, Fiji rugby is in mourning after the tragic death of Paris Olympic 7 silver medalist Josiah Raisunge. Josh was a beloved member of the Fiji Rugby Vavale. He made his national sevens debut in 2015 at Hong Kong and had been playing professional rugby in France in recent years. Josh played the game in typical Fijian style with flair, power and joy. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family, friends, teammates and many fans. Josiah Raisunge will be missed by all. Josiah Raisunge, another talented Fijian gone too soon. Well, that's it for another Drua Talk, and if you're in the West, get to Lautoka on Saturday afternoon from 3:30 to support your Fijian Drua in their final home game of 2025. They're taking on the Western Force, and I'll be there calling the action with Sam Wykes and Namani Kurandrani. I'm Greg Clark, and I'll leave you with a look at the Drua team to take on the Force. Bye for now. Ode!